There are 10 things smart founders do right after they launch their product that almost every other founder completely messes up. And it gives them an unfair advantage. I'm Oscar, I've built 2 startups and coached over 50 founders. And the truth is, what you do in the first weeks after you launch your product is often more important than what you did to get your product shipped. Because if you get this phase wrong, it can quietly kill a great product. The problem is, there is a lot of bad advice out there. I keep seeing founders told to use ads right away, to keep building features, or to go for fundraising the moment they go live. I've seen many great products fail because founders follow this generic, growth hacking nonsense that no real experienced founder would ever recommend. So I decided to make a video on the 10 things that actually matter after launching your product. The things that make a real difference and make sure you're not quietly killing your startup. Make sure you watch until the end, and if you appreciate this kind of content, let me know by hitting the like button. Let's dive right in. Number 1, define what winning looks like. The first thing you need to do immediately after you launch your product is to define what winning actually looks like. And no, getting more users doesn't count. You need like 1 or 2 metrics that clearly tell you if your product works. For example, how many people used your core feature, or how many people are still using your product after 7 days. And here is why this is so important. In the next 30 days, you will have a lot of ideas, features, tactics, things that you could do. If you don't have a clear goal, if you don't know what winning means, you don't know what actually matters. And that's how you lose weeks and a ton of money doing the wrong things. So metrics become your filter. If an idea doesn't move your metric forward, you skip it. Now let's focus on the biggest growth lever you have right now. Number 2, look at where people get stuck. Once you know what winning looks like, find out where people are getting stuck. Map the exact path people take through your product. For example, they visit your website, download your app, sign up, and test your product. But where do they stop? Are people visiting but never downloading? Are people signing up but never using it? You want the real numbers. And you don't need a fancy dashboard for this. A simple spreadsheet works just fine. So if half your visitors never download, fix your copy on your website. If people download your app but never use it, make your onboarding easier. The goal here is not to fix everything at once. You want to fix the biggest problem first, the moment where most people drop off. To help you out right now, comment below with the 1 step where most people drop off in your product. Visiting your website, downloading your app, signing up. I'll give you 1 concrete action you can take right now to improve that step. And once you know where people are stuck, you need to talk to them so you understand why. Number 3, get on calls with your early users. Now this is a big one because it's one of the most important things you need to do right after launching your product. Get on calls with your early users. Let them share their screen. Watch them click around. Don't explain, don't defend, just watch. And write down everything you notice. When they pause, when they ask a question, when they say, wait, what is this? Write everything down. This teaches you more than any dashboard could ever do because it shows you exactly how people are using your product and what's broken. These are the things we want to fix first. Number 4, ship a few fast surgical fixes. So after talking to some early users, you should see where people get confused and drop off. These are your first fixes. So don't go for big features yet. Only small things that help people get value faster. For example, remove confusing steps, make forms shorter, or make the first win easier. And always make sure you ship fast. Don't spend weeks on small features. It's better to ship quickly and get feedback early, even if it's not perfect. Every update that gets more people to sign up or keeps them with you longer is a win. Number 5, talk to people who left. This is the part most founders skip, but it's a big mistake. They only talk to active users because they think these are the only ones who matter. But the people who left are equally important because they show you exactly what you need to improve. So send them an email and ask why they left. Here is an email you can literally copy and paste. Hi there, hope you're doing well. I'm the founder of Product and I noticed you stopped using it recently. So I wanted to personally reach out. If you're open to sharing, I would love to hear what made you decide to leave. Even a quick note would really help me improve things. Thanks so much for giving it a try. I really appreciate it. Best, your name. Most people won't reply, but the ones who do will show you exactly what you need to fix. And here is the best part: the exact words people use to give you feedback will become some of your best sales copy. Number 6, use questions and worries to help you sell. Here's a pro tip from my second startup. Every time somebody says no or hesitates, write it down, word for word. Over time, you will see the same worries repeating. You will see a pattern. And then use those exact words to sell your product. Use them in your emails, when you talk to people, on your website, in your FAQ section. You're basically answering questions before people ask them. And that builds trust, which makes more people use your product. Number 7, decide what you will not build next. Now, when you talk to customers, they ask for a lot of features. Dark mode, offline mode. I want all button screen. Most are distractions, but write them down anyways. And then put most of them aside. Remember, you defined what winning looks like in the beginning. So if it doesn't help you move you closer to your goal, just skip it. And don't worry, you're not killing these ideas forever. Just put them in a someday folder in your backlog. But there are things you should actually build. The things your customers actually care about. And here's how you can find them. Number 8, see who is still using your product. After a few weeks after your product launch, see who is still around. Not who signed up, but the people who are actually using your product. Look at what they have in common. Do they have the same job, the same problems, or the same reason they care? This shows you exactly who your product is actually for, not who you hoped it was for. Most founders think they know exactly who their customers are until they check their data. So find out who exactly is using your product after 30 days and look for the patterns. That's exactly how you find out who your customers actually are. Number 9, save the good things. This is a pro tip I learned a couple of years ago. Anytime something great happens, save it. Nice emails, good messages, happy customers, small wins. Just screenshot it and then use it on your website as proof. Or as I do, keep a folder to save all the good stuff. All the nice emails and compliments that remind you why you're doing this. So make it a habit to screenshot these things as you go. But screenshots aren't enough. There is one more powerful thing smart founders do after they launch their product. Number 10, document everything that you learn. Create a post-launch playbook where you document everything that you learned. What worked, what didn't, and why. You will use it as your startup grows. And here is why this is so important. Right now, you're learning a lot of new things. You're talking to users, you're shipping features. You are learning what works for your startup. But if you don't write it down, you will forget it. Most founders don't do this. They just move on with the next thing. But the best founders I know keep their learnings in a document. Maybe it's a Google Doc, maybe a Notion page, doesn't matter. What matters is you capture 3 things. What worked, like when we simplified the sign-up form, retention went up by 15%. Write it down. What didn't work, like we added dark mode. Nobody asked for it. We wasted 2 weeks. Write it down. And why? Why did it work? Why did it not work? What did you learn about your users or your product? 6 months from now, you will have a playbook. You won't have to relearn the same lessons. So open a document and every week spend 15 minutes and write down everything you learned. So now you know the 10 things every smart founder does immediately after launching the product. But all of this is pointless if people still don't buy your product. So if you have launched your product and you're getting some traffic, but nobody's buying or not enough people are buying, watch this video next. I will show you exactly what you need to do in the next 30 days when you have built your product, but nobody's buying. And if you found this helpful, hit subscribe so you don't miss any videos on how to build a successful startup. My name is Oscar. See you soon.